My system's a little slow, so. Okay, well, we want to welcome to all. It's a blessing to be here. I am delighted to have two phenomenal folks here with me, Dr. David Hollins and Kiwi Buenos Aires, also known as Brother Ray Raymond E. Lee Carmichael. And we've got a Kisses presentation here that we're going to share out. And I'm happy that we're going live here on YouTube. It is Juneteenth, and so I wanted to put a little bit of a blurb in here for the celebration of Juneteenth. It's the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the end of slavery in the United States. And Dr. Hollins, he's coming out of Texas, so he could probably preach about this more than I. It marks the day in 1865 when federal troops arrived in Galveston, Texas to ensure all enslaved people were free. And this happened more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was granted by the president of the time, which was Lincoln. And that's why we celebrate. And it's been a journey to get the day on the calendar as a celebration, federal holiday. So we want to make sure we include this is what we're doing today is celebrating in community. And that's why I decided to launch today. Is preparing a menu of modules. Today we're going to focus on financial education and entrepreneurial mindset. But as you can see, there's a list from community engagement. We're showcasing various community opportunities. We have math and tutoring available K through 12. We're going to focus on, regardless of the subject matter, critical thinking and inclusive language. And there's also sustainable agriculture that's coming up on my side of things. So this is the understanding of the KNOWW Conservatory. The K is for Dennis Kimbrough. He's the author of Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice, professor at Clark University. I know there's a lot of words here, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through them, but he did some research in wealth and poverty, particularly in the black community here in the United States. The N is for Napoleon Hill. He is Oliver Napoleon Hill, that's his full name, best known for the book Think and Grow Rich, which is one of the most popular, best selling self help books for network marketing of all time. Oprah Winfrey, she's the O, self made billionaire, philanthropist, actress. She is well known throughout the world, and I could not imagine not having her here. I feel like she has some insights and wisdom as her life story, and she's well known for her book club and she's got her own network, the Oprah Winfrey Network, own OWN. The first W is for Wallace Wattles. He is an American New Thought writer, and his writing has been widely quoted and remains at the top of the list. It's called The Science of Getting Rich, and very much popularized in network marketing as well. And so that's what we're talking about today a little bit. And the second W is Madam C.J. Walker. She is known as the founding mother of network marketing, and she is America's first millionaire. She was an entrepreneur, philanthropist, very much involved with her community. She's recorded, as I said, the first female self-made millionaire, female in America. And I think a movie about her is well worth watching. She's a phenomenal lady. So I just want, whoops, let's go back. My slideshow is, okay, the first K, Kimbrough, he wrote one of his latest books is called The Wealth Choice, and it demonstrates success secrets of black millionaires. The top three that I saw in his book is basically just make that decision. Decide to be wealthy. It's our divine inheritance as human beings. He speaks to this, and he mentions opportunities abound. And there's multiple opportunities to become a wealthy person. He speaks to embracing one's dreams and living life as they unfold. He's very inspiring. He's a living legend, and I love him dearly. He's a colleague of mine. The end is Napoleon Hill. I just wanted to mention the top three from his book. He mentions cultivating a burning desire, a vision, a dream, and developing an unwavering faith. This is so very important. Whatever your faith is, hold to it. And one of his prompts is to utilize auto-suggestion. And this is particularly at night before one goes to bed, to submit to the subconscious mind and dream and your dreaming sequence to auto-suggest what it is that dream is about. And I think that's why he was so popular. Oprah Winfrey, she speaks to focusing on one's significance, one's divine design, in serving others. She's very much into servitude and serving other human beings. She speaks to listening to one's inner spirit, find the calm and direction, align one's intention and inspiration with action. She's been very action oriented in her life story, which is worth mentioning. And I put a book up here that is her latest. She has this famous book club that she's been sharing with us, expressing for a number of decades now. And the latest one is Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. So I haven't gotten it yet, but I wanted to put her book club up there. That's what she is known for, and we appreciate her. She's a living legend, her presence. Wallace Waddles, he says to focus on developing a creative mindset. This is important because I feel creativity, we all have a creative side. We all have an artistic side. We're co creators, amen? And so developing that is very important. Be clear, have clarity in your mental vision, he says. Seek daily intentional actions that serve others. So there's some common threads that you hopefully are picking up what we're putting down as far as success in reaching one's dreams. And then you want to express gratitude. Attitude of gratitude is so very important. Showing appreciation for people who are in your life, your family, your partners, your friends, and just waking up each day is a blessing. And I feel like this is something that Wallace Waddles brings to the table. Last, certainly not least, is Madam C.J. Walker. She is an inspiration to us because of the humble beginnings coming during the Reconstruction era here in the United States, out of slavery, our country, the United States, and where she came. She turned personal challenges and hardships into marketing solutions. She is the mother of network marketing, and we need to uplift that message, which it's just peer to peer conversational selling, direct sales. We can be thankful for the markets that she opened up, like barbershops and beauty salons within the community. We can owe it to her and her level of economic empowerment. This is something that we're emphasizing in the KNOWW Conservatory, is leveraging legacies, intergenerational legacies, financial independence. So I put legacy here because I feel it's such an important aspect of our community. And I've got some friends here to help us move forward on that on that piece. So I just wanted to mention a few things with the conservatory of skill modules and the critical thinking, regardless of subject matter, is very important. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Let's go back here. Oops. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm having a few difficulties. Well, obviously, he wants me to talk about the self actualization. Uh, Abraham Maslow. I don't want to read all of this, but I just wanted to emphasize the hierarchy of needs. If you come at the bottom, there's a groundwork, there's foundational information that we want to basically implore to people. our young treasures in particular. You know, sustenance, air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, these things. And eventually, you want to build off of these psychological, physiological needs, psychological needs, and build up to self actualization, which is to be all that one can be, your divine genius that is unfolding. And soft skills, I kind of mentioned it already, critical thinking. It is a prerequisite for all the content modules. So, regardless of subject matter, we implore the critical thinking. It's significant for lifelong learning and other soft skills. These are personal, non-technical attributes that describes how one works, how one deals with. We're in the information age and we need to be prepared. And so that's why I'm putting together the conservatory, or we, Mother Earth Reverence Farms, are putting together the conservatory as well as inclusive language. And I'm just going to put a shout out for the United States. This is a legal uh, platform to deal with Uncle Sam and Aunt Betsy. I surely want to promote having a 508c1a nonprofit. Our Mother Earth Reverence Farms and Ministries, we are 508c1a nonprofit. And I just wanted to briefly share who we are and what we're about. You can see the KNOWW Conservatory of Academies because we want to showcase the best that's out here to uplift community. May it be so. This is my portion. I'm going to turn it over here shortly to a brother man who goes without saying is one of the best in the business. And I'm just wanting to highlight a few of the things I'm involved with. You can contact us at this address and these details for email and web. I want to introduce a colleague, Dr. David Hollins Sr. He's the founder of Hollins Financial Group, and he is here to give us a brief on the academy that they have. Uh, it is to educate people in the community about financial literacy and blockchain technology. So he's given us a prompt, which is their our new world. Dr.
Can you hear me okay?
A beautiful lady, and and I'm going to turn it over to you if you want to share screen or you just want to speak. I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me okay? Okay, great,
You're
great. Thank you.
on.
Well, good morning, everybody. I would show my camera here. I'm trying to figure out how to
We can
use
hear
this
you, brother.
platform. I'm trying to figure out how to use this platform here, but to share screen, I'm not sure. Did I hit the
Oh,
plus button to share the screen? Is that right? Okay. I'll see if I can find that to pull that up. But meanwhile, let me just say, first of all, good
Yes.
morning. And thank you so much for inviting me to this, Dr. Hall. You are doing a great job. I really appreciate you, the invitation that you made for me and my wife. And I'm going to just turn my camera on for a second if I can find it down here. Let's see. How about that? Can you see me okay? Okay, good, good,
Well,
good.
we've got your picture up there.
Yeah, my picture's up there. That's a good thing. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and share a little bit about what I'm doing here. I don't want to really show all my background and thing. You know how people do when they see things, they paying more attention to your background than they are with you. And I always have the news going in my background to try to keep up with finances. But I did want to just at least show my face for a second, and I'm going to turn my camera off as I talk. And the reason for that to keep you focused, if I can get you there on what's on the screen. So let me see if I can get the screen up. Let me see what it say. Slideshow here, cloud image. Okay, I see something say share screen. That it? Okay, I'm gonna try it. Let's
That's
see if
it.
that. Okay, let's see if that works. And okay, share screen. Document. Okay,
Brother Raymond's giving you the thumbs up.
I see him there. That's great. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, brother. And good to see you. I'll tell you, life has made a lot of changes with everybody, so that's okay. All right, so let's see now. Am I sharing my screen now?
I don't
Can you
see it.
you don't see the
Oh,
screen?
here,
Can you?
I'm gonna add it to stage. I'm
Okay,
gonna add it to the stage.
okay, cause I don't know what I'm sharing. let me let me go back here. Forgive me, guys. I'm so used to a different platform, and
Yeah,
this
yeah.
this is not one of my strong suits on this particular one.
Okay,
But
there we have you.
you have okay. You can see my screen now.
I can see your screen, brother.
Okay, let me see if I can pull this up. And let's see if it'll. Okay, how about that? That is that coming up? Okay.
It is.
Okay, good, good. Okay, well, first of all, thank you so much. I'm not going to take very long. Just want to be a few minutes just to talk a little bit about what I do. You know, I've been in working with Hollins Financial, founded this company years ago. Been in financial services for over 40 years. I can't believe I'm retired already. And I work from where you see me right now in my home office because I teach home-based business tax strategies, and right now, I'm an educator to help our community to understand a little bit more about financial literacy and blockchain technology. Because financial literacy, Dr. Hall, I don't know if you're aware of it, but everything is moving to the blockchain technology. And this is the new financial world that most people are not aware of at all. So I put this up there. If anybody want to scan my code there, you can go right to my card and my business, tell you all about what I'm doing. My links is there, and you're welcome to share that at any time. And I'm trying to help people get the word out. So I'm going to see if I can move forward here. Now, this I'm going to talk about, and I have to always do this. I can't tell people anything about their finances. I can't give you really financial advice. You know, I'm not operating as a financial planner anymore. I'm operating right now as an advocate, a financial advocate and consultant. So it's up to you to do your own due diligence about whatever things you get into. So this is just a compliance issue I have to put up on the screen. And I'm just going to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, we got two things going on. First thing we need to do is understand what the problem is. Everybody, and I think all people, we need more options out there. The problem is we got a problem, and I'm going to share a minute about what those problems are. And number two, you got to find a solution. I really believe you got to have the AI. This is the world of AI technology, and everything is moving forward. You got to take the emotion out of what's going on. Don't let things be fearful of what's going on in the market and scare you. We just got to find a different way. Now we're talking about the emancipation. Is that right? And when it came, you said I can tell you more about that. Well, first of all, I want to tell you this. I migrated from Boston, Massachusetts to Houston, Texas. I arrived in Houston, Texas in 1971. Now, 1971, that's a what, 106 years since 1865. So I had no knowledge about nothing. I never heard of the MS till I moved to Texas. And everybody was telling me about Juneteenth. I said, what is that? we had no clue. So, but I found out about it since I moved to Texas. But Dr. Hall, tell you the truth, I don't know anything about Juneteenth. And that a lot of people was that really, especially if they're from the East Coast, but they're really unfamiliar. So it's the word's just really getting out after all of these years. It's kind of like the slavery part, not knowing about that. And you showed a few books about Dr. Dennis Kimball. Yeah, I was actually featured in one of his books. He came and interviewed me here in Houston one time in one of his books. And I'll tell everybody, Napoleon Hill, you got to read that. No one ever becomes successful without reading Napoleon Hill's book. And I've read that book over and over. You got to study it. And you had a lot of great examples. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's going on. Here's the problem right here with us. There's only three classes of people, and you guys, you can see it there on the screen. If you trade your time for money, you considered in one class, and that's the poor class. The reason being, because if you lose that particular job, you got to go find another one, else you're not going to have an income. And then the other class of people is what they call the middle income. These are people like you're on here now. You got a skill, you got a profession, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, and you still trade that time, but you bring that skill in. That way you make your income. That's the middle income. And then the wealthy people. What happened with wealthy people? Their income actually comes from what we call assets, real estate, investment. They have gold, silver. And most of us don't have it. Then you got to have at least $100,000 to start growing that money in order to become wealthy. The problem I see with why most people can't become wealthy, because they don't have $100,000 they can just put up and leave it alone for 5 years or longer. So most of us got to use that money from day to day. So lack of financial literacy, this is what I found out also, it really affects the ethnic minority group more than any other group out there. And they said a lot of studies been done, especially with African Americans and Hispanic individuals. Even if they got a higher education, they often find themselves in a lower financial bracket due to the lack of what? Financial literacy. And that really puts us in we're not in a good position for opportunity. So doing this and that, I just tell people this. This is where I come in. This is where our National Educational Financial Council come in. I am a certified instructor for the National Educational Counselor. And I'm just an advocate. That's what I do today. And right now, I'm going to focus a little bit on what is blockchain, because most people don't know what this is. And it's important. Now we're moving into a new era. This is 2026. By 2030 or before, everything will be on the blockchain. And blockchain technology, ladies and gentlemen, it is the underlying technology behind what we call cryptocurrency. Now, people have heard about that. The blockchain is a series of blocks, and I'm not going to go in and try to explain. That's what our academy, that's what our school do, kind of teach and educate people about blockchain technology. But all I know, there's been a lot of studies out there when people, they're unaware of what's going on about blockchain. Look, check this out. We're talking about people in the U.S. 80% of what they call the white minority, they knew a little bit about blockchain. But look at that, compared to 66% of Hispanics and only 61% of the Black population, they knew about this. This stuff was done in 2021. And the surveys found that this is the big kicker here, that only 96% of all Americans out there, they were unaware of what's going on. Now, but look at this. When it comes down to the Americans here and the Mexican population, ladies and gentlemen, the basic knowledge and literacy assessment with crypto was 99. Most of them had no clue of what's going on. That's bad. That is totally bad. So we have to target this education environment to help bridge that gap, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to help do that, Dr. Hall. That's why I'm here to work with this. So I just want to tell you the key takeaways I want to leave with you is this, and I'm going to be off. Blockchain, all it is a type, it's a document, ladies and gentlemen. It's a database. And it's a little bit different from the typical databases that are out there. And all it does is a series of blocks that verify each block together, and it's cryptographic that where you can't change it. And there's different types of information that's stored on the blockchain. They ain't talking about putting the voting on the blockchain. All the companies are moving to the blockchain. AI technology is taking over. And it's the most common thing that most people, and it's just a ledger, and then most people know it like Bitcoin, for example. Bitcoin was the first blockchain. It's a blockchain. It's not a coin like people say. They created like a digital money, but it's more blockchain and it's decentralized. So what does that mean? That means no single person or group can control it, change it, or do anything. It just uses a series of blocks to retain the information. So decentralized blockchain, ladies and gentlemen, this is immutable. You can't change what's on there. And it means that this data is in it where you can't change it. It's irreversible. So for blockchain or Bitcoin as we know it, and these other cryptos that's coming on the scene, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the market and where the world is going. We have to educate our people about blockchain technology. So I just wanted to share that with you, just a little bit of what's going on with blockchain technology. And Dr. Hall, I just want to thank you for allowing me to share just for a minute. People feel free to get in touch with me. I'm looking forward to following up with you later on a lot of things that you were putting it down. So thank you so much, and thank you for allowing me to share. And that's it for me. I'm going to turn it over back to you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you so very much. You and your wife, those two doctors. Fantastic, short, sweet, succinct presentation. Thank you,
Thank you.
Dr. Hollins,
Thank you.
Dr. David Hollins. And we are stretching it a little bit. We're going to move right into Kiwi Buenos Aires. He's rocking and rolling, hopefully. I don't see him here. I don't know where he went.
Dr. E, can you hear me okay?
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay. And
Okay.
we need to add
Turn on my camera.
your presentation to the stage.
Actually, what I think I'll do is just so I don't get any. There we go. I turned off the other device. Lovely to see you, two beautiful doctors. We're missing one beautiful doctor in the house, but lovely to see you, Dr. Hollins. Thank you, Dr. D, for
I'm sure she's
the
around
invitation
somewhere.
to be here. Certainly, gratitude. What you're talking about is one of those 4 key W's in there. I know gratitude starts with G, but I think it's that's the fire. That's the engine. That's the spark. That's that's gratitude. I believe, at least, is what lifts us into that metaphysical plane or dimension. It's one of those. I think it's very, very key. So. A lot of gratitude. Thank you for the invitation. I'm just going to share my screen here. I want to keep this really, really short and sweet as well. My name is Raymond E. I'm an actor. I'm from New Zealand. I'm living here in Buenos Aires. And what I can share with you, what am I going to share here, is, well, first off, what Dr. Hollins was talking about, first of all, we have to understand the problem, and then we have to see the possible solutions. So that's kind of what I chose to do during the, and I'll turn so if you can allow the share, Dr. D, share screen there, turn off my camera. But I think you need now the present feature from your side, Dr. D.
Okay. At stage.
You can hear me okay?
I can hear you. I just can't see you.
What a second.
Let me.
How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, just can't see your screen.
Okay, you need to allow me to share screen, please.
Okay. That's what I'm having difficulty doing.
See, Dr. Hollins, we're all new at this.
And-
You don't have to be smart. You just need to be aware.
Okay.
Actually, Dr. Hollins has left the building, yeah?
I took him off the stage to make room for you,
Ah, okay.
but I don't see you.
Well, I turned my camera off because I don't need my camera. I need the share screen. So maybe if I just try that again.
Add item. Media slot. Oh.
So I just stop screen share and I'll try it again. Share screen.
I'm going to remove myself because I've removed. Oh. Oh.
So while you bring that up, I'll just quickly go through what I'm going to cover. As an actor, I understood the problem of so many actors, and that is we are working from, well, like everybody in the world, we're working from paycheck to paycheck, but we don't have a fixed income. So I saw some years ago that identifying different income streams that were online, whether it be, there's been a multitude, whether it be drop shipping, affiliate marketing, network marketing, and having the ability to be able to develop passive residual income was something that could really, really benefit creatives that are working in these different creative spaces, like actors as a prime example. So I put together a website.
Could you try and add it now? Excuse me.
It's there. It's sitting there backstage. It just needs to be added. Hold on. Let me see if...
Okay, there.
Ah, there we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah, Woody Allen famously said an actor's job is to look for work. And that's very, very true. So basically, I put together this site featuring some of the tools that I use. It's at RevDocD.com to help me establish some sort of ongoing progressive income. So the other thing I wanted to share was,
I'm not seeing it on the...
No, live. I just stopped sharing it. You're not seeing me on the live? I'm not sure what you mean.
Like, I'm not seeing it from my vantage point.
Sorry. Okay. So I'm guessing.
Add to stage.
Here we go. So I have this I wanted to briefly share as well. Dr. Hollins is, the Hollinses are all about financial education, and this decentralized payment rails system that I've been involved with for a while has come up with really... Whoa. Sorry, that was really loud.
Okay.
They come up with a really nice project called Bank Kids. It's basically designed for 7 to 12-year-olds, and at the end of the course, the students get, they get a diploma like you can see on the stage here. And I think this is a really nice project. One, because I'm not working much at the moment, I actually reached out to the CEO of the company saying, I know that they're developing an English version of this, which was launched was very successful in South America here. So to do some voiceover work for the English version. So we'll see what happens with regards to that. I want to show you this very quick video from Bankers. I'll put the sound on for this. Okay, so what I like about Bankers is that it has given, it's closed the circle in a lot of ways. It's given us a means to be able to spend our crypto assets. It's given people within this ecosystem, or using this ecosystem, which is launching, the ability to be a stakeholder in the company. It's enabling them to mint their business. So businesses can in turn utilize blockchain technology to be able to tokenize, and instead of crowd sharing, it becomes something that is done instead of the old crowd sharing peer-to-peer way. It is peer-to-peer, but it's using blockchain technology, which I like as well. So this ecosystem is really, for me, I get quite excited about it. I've been in a number of different meetings with the CEO, Mr. Alejandro, and I generally have a pretty good read on people and really like the people that are involved in the project. So the only other thing I wanted to share with you just briefly today was a brief look inside the Bankers Hub. And this Bankers Hub is a gold mine, in my view, for people that are wanting to develop a little bit more of their financial awareness and education around what's happening in the digital space. So here we are in my back office here for hub.bankers.io home. You can reach out to RevDocD. I think she has a link for this. You have the community here. You've got, but this is, and you can see here, we have all the connectors. These people are in charge of the distribution for the card system that is available. But what I wanted to... You don't see my screen? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Again,
I don't see your screen.
I think you need to share it again, Dr. It's there. My bad.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I see you now. Perfect. So you can see these are the flyers for the different representatives for the Center of Distribution in South America. But what I wanted to just quickly touch on was show this back office here that Bankers have put together. You have different courses that you can tap into, learn about the bank token, which is a way in which people can become shareholders, if you like, in the Bankers company. Bankers Academy covers everything from, the basics of blockchain, what the business compensation plans look like, a little bit about tokenization directly from the CEO, Alejo. And I really encourage people that, and also you can see down here Bank Kids as well, which is I think is just fabulous. The way forward is definitely through our future, and our future is the young people around us. So most of these tutorials are in English, but also here, obviously, the company is based out of Mexico, so a lot of the information is available in Spanish as well. I think pretty much that's all I really wanted to touch on.
Could you just mention what the card is used for?
The card is used for everyday living. The nice thing with the card is that it has a simplified KYC, which basically means it's a really good way if you are part of the diaspora, or there's probably some billions of people around the world that aren't currently banked. It's a way for them to be banked without actually having to go deep into the central banking system. I guess that's probably that. For me, that's the key benefit.
Yeah.
They have an association with both MasterCard and Visa. They have white label opportunities if you're a corporate or event-based organization. You can do white label options for your cards. The cards themselves, they are, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but basically you have a digital card which you receive free when you apply for your plastic card or the metal card. Depending on whether you have the plastic or the metal card as to the daily spend limit that you have. But I see this as a really nice, one nice use would be if you're purchasing a house or something like that. A lot of these big sums of monies can take days, or a lot of working days before they're processed by the central bank processing systems that they use. This is a good way that people can do this. They can tokenize their properties. Real estate companies can tokenize their business and tokenize their properties and handle all these transactions instantly with a lot, yeah, just easily. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Yeah. So did you get what
Thank
you needed?
you so much. I think I just wanted to highlight that it's a way to liquidate one's cryptocurrency.
Absolutely. That's
imagine
key. So yeah, peer-to-peer transactions.
That key
Peer-to-peer
element is being able
liquidity.
to liquidate your crypto into a card that is accessible to the centralized system, which would be through Visa or MasterCard. That's, I think, the takeaway.
Yeah, if I can just add, Doc D, for me working here, I have a tourism company here. One of the first questions that people ask me is, where can they change money? Because we all know if you go to an airport, it's available there, money changing is available,
Exactly.
but they charge you, both arms and maybe a leg for that service. So with the card, all the fiat transactions or exchanges are taken care of by bankers. Bankers doesn't hold any of the money. It's processed through held through another company called CryptoLat, fully regulated. It's seamless. So you can take your banker's card, withdraw the currency of the country that you're in. You can spend it. It basically solves a lot of problems. It's nice, and it's the bank of us, bankers.
Bank of us.
For me, that's key. There are a lot of other companies that have obviously cards. Our supermarket down the road has got its own card, but this is really something that it's decentralized and it's community based. The CEO wanted to do something that was community leveraged, I guess you could say. So thank you so much. My pleasure.
Appreciate your sharing. I appreciate Dr. Hollins. We're going to bid farewell for now and just say thank you for sharing. And we want to pray out. May we continue to be guided, gifted, and governed by spirit. And so it is. Ashe, Shalom, Amen. We'll see you next round.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Regards to the family.